Hey team, it's Kyra from Hannah Interiors, and today we're going to talk about the most important first step you got to take when it comes to renovating a new space, whether you just purchased a property or you're looking to renovate your existing location. Sit down with a paper and a pen and list out all of your must-haves for your new project. Now, when going through the process of listing out your must-have, there is a very important thing to think about, and I emphasize on very important, and is this property going to be your forever home, or is it going to be an investment? Are you looking to sell along the line? Are you looking to rent it out? All of these questions are going to dictate your budget and your design. First, if you are designing your forever home, this is where it gets fun because you can personalize the space however you want. You can go crazy and make it yours. Make it your oasis, make it your sanctuary, make it your hideaway, make it everything that you've always imagined. Make sure that your must-haves make sense to your budget because you don't want to over-deliver and then not be able to do it. There are, alternatives that can still make the space look completely beautiful, but you don't want to let yourself down. So it's very important to list your must-haves according to your pockets. If it's your forever home, there's just no other way to say it. Make sure it's comfortable for you. Do not put yourself in debt. Second is if you are purchasing a property with the intentions to do a future investment with it, your must-haves changes a little bit and your budget is actually a lot different than what your forever home budget is going to look like. I could only speak about my experience and what I've done in the past. And so that is purchasing and renovating for future rental, purchasing and renovating for an Airbnb, and purchasing and flipping it to resale it. I purchased my condo knowing that I'm going to use this as an investment property. I knew going into this purchase, I was going to eventually rent it out. And so my design and my budget to that was a little bit different than the forever home. And in the back of my mind was like, I need to do a design that is timeless, that in 10 years down the line, I can still comfortably rent it out for what I want for it, where I don't have to downplay it because it's not up to par. I want to make sure that no matter what, I am getting top dollar for everything, which is why I decided to do a lot of my updating in the kitchen. That was actually the biggest update I did. With that being said, I did a lot of whites, neutral touches. And plus, I am a very minimalistic person. So I kept my walls empty. I did wallpaper in the bathroom because I know in the long run I can easily rip that off, paint it, and give it to my renters as a blank canvas. Before going through the process of purchasing the house, I knew that my end goal and my must-haves within the project had to accommodate to the fact that I am going to eventually rent this space out. Airbnb properties. This one is fun because you want to budget and do your must-haves knowing that this house could potentially be rental income in the near future, and also know that maybe in the near future you could possibly sell it or keep it around in the family for all generations to come. And so when it comes to renovating for Airbnb projects, to me it's very important to do a little bit of both. Keep it timeless, where if you are ready to sell or if you are ready to rent it out, it's a comfortable space to do so. But to have a little bit of fun. And where I like to have a little bit of fun is definitely when it comes to the staging of the furnishing and also bathrooms. Bathrooms are nice. You want your bathroom to feel like this is cool. This isn't my regular bathroom at home. It's not your standard white bathroom. Elevate it a little bit. Have people go in there and be like, oh my God, this is going to be so fun. I'm going to take selfies with this beautiful LED mirror. Just things along that line. But also just knowing that when I am doing an Airbnb property in the near future, who knows what's going to happen to it. So I still have to have in the back of my mind of combining both timeless and fun, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Flipping a property is not for the weak. let me start off by saying that your budget is going to be like tight. It's got to be to the T, and your timeline. Your timeline has to be on point. Any days, weeks, month, year that you have that passes by and you're not done with your project, it adds up. You're paying for that. Your must-haves when it comes to doing a flip property is going to be way different than all the other types of properties. The first things first, and the most important thing is you need to make sure that you are purchasing items that are in stock and that match your budget. And in addition to that, you have to do your research before even getting into this project. Like, you have to make sure that you know the audience you want to target, and you got to study your comps to make sure that you are going to get back your desired number, because that's at the end of the day the goal. You want what you put down and more. Whether you're renovating, whether you're starting this as a career, or if you're doing it on your own, this is it. This is the most important first step that you have to take. You know what your end goal is, and it's all going to just feel amazing at the end.